God, the storm, look at the water. That raw panic, caught on a shaky phone recording, set the tone for what unfolded across Louisiana this week as an intense and dangerous winter freeze plunged the state into chaos. Accustomed to hurricanes and flooding, Louisiana now faced a different enemy: ice, subzero temperatures, and a prolonged cold snap that pushed infrastructure, emergency systems, and families to the breaking point. The freeze arrived fast and hit hard. Temperatures dropped well below seasonal norms, turning rain into sheets of ice and roads into glass. In cities and rural parishes alike, power lines snapped under the strain, plunging neighborhoods into darkness. Water systems failed as pipes burst in homes, apartment complexes, and hospitals. Entire streets flooded, not from rain, but from frozen pipes exploding and thawing unevenly. Roofs collapsed under the weight of ice. Trees split and fell, blocking highways and crushing cars. Bridges iced over, forcing full closures and isolating communities overnight. The environment itself bore deep scars. Wetlands stiffened under frost. Farmland, already vulnerable, saw crops burned by cold, threatening future harvests. Livestock suffered exposure, and fisheries reported losses as shallow waters froze. For a state whose economy and culture are tied to the land and water, the damage cut especially deep.
LDH has announced 3 deaths so far, but we are tracking 3 additional deaths. Early indications show that there are 2 additional hypothermia deaths and 1 loss of oxygen. The hypothermia occurred in an apartment and 1 in a mobile home. So again, please check on your neighbors, your friends, and your families.
Emergency responders worked around the clock, but the conditions made every mission more dangerous. Ambulances slid on icy streets. Fire crews struggled to reach burning homes because hydrants were frozen solid.
Go ahead.
Police departments reported delayed response times as vehicles became immobilized. Warming shelters opened, but transportation to reach them was limited, especially for elderly residents and those in remote areas. Hospitals operated on backup generators while managing cold-related injuries, hypothermia, frostbite, and carbon monoxide poisoning from unsafe heating methods.
This is unbelievable. Unfucking believable. I can't believe this.
Okay guys, another update. Now it's been snowing for a couple of hours here. We're live in New Orleans, near the French Quarter. To give everybody a reference, that is the former Harris Casino, which is now Caesars. Alright, now look, people are still out here in it. Look at here, let's see how close we can zoom in. Whoops. Look.
The economic toll is mounting by the hour. Small businesses, already operating on thin margins, were forced to close indefinitely due to power loss and structural damage. Repair costs are expected to climb into the millions. Families displaced by uninhabitable homes now face long-term uncertainty: where to live, how to rebuild, and whether insurance will be enough. Schools shut down statewide, disrupting education and forcing parents to choose between work and childcare in the middle of crisis. Yet amid the devastation, stories of resilience continue to surface. Neighbors shared generators and blankets. Volunteers delivered food to stranded households. First responders, exhausted and understaffed, kept going. In the face of an unfamiliar and unforgiving disaster, communities leaned on one another. Proof that while the freeze tested Louisiana's limits, it did not break its spirit.
Girls, did y'all decide it was cold enough to go on in? Huh? John had built them a nice wall of hay while they ate into it and knocked the bell down. Y'all are handy. You know it? Yeah, y'all are handy. They just gonna put y'all some hay out here. Or some more hay out here. So y'all quit eating your wall, maybe. Show y'all where we are. Here is our house across the road. John put them some of that hay in here. All right, girls, we're going to feed the rest of them. Y'all be good.
As the ice slowly melts and temperatures rise, the full scale of the destruction is coming into focus. Recovery will take months, possibly years. But Louisiana has endured before, and once again, from frozen streets and darkened homes, the resolve to rebuild is already beginning to show.